I'm hungry too, Silas. I haven't had dinner either. Can we have dinner together?
Won't take too long. I promise I won't go over a half hour tonight. And if you guys have any questions, we'll talk about this. Whoa, sorry. Welcome to another team call, guys. Thanks for getting on tonight. Thursday, the 9th of March, so early in the month. We still have such a long time left to rock out the month. Congratulations on a great February, guys. You know what? We learned a lot in February. We learned a lot about our businesses, about coaching, and we rocked it out. Congratulations to those who achieved Success Club and those who helped your clients and your challenge groups achieve results, because that's what it's all about. It's all about helping people achieve results. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you, sweetie. It's all about helping people achieve results in this new way we're talking in our the way we're talking in a Beachbody world now is we're talking about what's called the vital process, about we're really helping people achieve their goals, and that has always been the main point. But I think people kind of got off track a little bit with that thought, and the process being that we have great challengers that have great results, thus becoming awesome products of the product, walking billboards, and love what they are seeing. Then we have customers for life, and also we have coaches who are going to be on our team because they're going to be the billboards for what Beachbody is all about. So I love this idea of the vital process. I think it's awesome, and I love the way I just like how it puts such a human, focus on the people that we help every day, including you, including ourselves. So, hi, Lindsay. Good to see you, doll. I'm gonna mute. So congratulations on February. We have a new, hi, Silas. We have a new, what I'm calling Coach Business Launch group going. And the reason why I like to call it that, the Mastering the Mechanics, is because that is so important, to master the mechanics of your business, because those are the things that are going to push you through every month, even in the months where you feel like not applying things to your business every day, because life happens. Silas, you gotta go eat. Life happens. We coach in an imperfect environment, and we run our business in an imperfect environment, meaning life happens. And sometimes there are big things that happen that are big, very serious, sad events in our life that happen. Sometimes they're just sick kids, being sick yourself, bills, those things. They get in the way of, and they are imperfect for our business. But our business has to be something that continues. It can't be something that we just think about on the side. If we're building, if we want to build, it can't be something we just go, oh, that thing over there. It is part of what we do, and that's what's so cool, is that if you have the basics and you mastered them, then you can apply them even when you don't feel like it at all. Because let's face it, we don't always feel like it. And we talked about how the vital behaviors are, they can be pretty boring sometimes. Power hours aren't that exciting, but it's part of our business. All right. So Mastering the Mechanics is going to be a great group for you to get into. I'm uploading files now. We're going to start this weekend, and we're just going to be doing some things. We're going to be kind of just doing it, holding each other accountable, learning about the back office, learning about some things, but it's mostly just launching your business and helping your coaches do the same, because we want them to achieve success. And I heard a really interesting training the other day. Maybe I shared it with you guys last time. I don't remember, but the training was with Eric Worre, who wrote GoPro, and the person who went shared this little statistic. He said, if you can help your coaches, this is crazy, or your teams, make $1 their first month as a coach, they are like 80% more likely to stay in the business and work the business and stay with it, even in the hard times, because that's when people want to take a step back. You hear that a lot. I'm going to take a step back from my business. But $1 grows the commitment and loyalty to your team and your business by exponentially. Isn't that wild? $1. So we want to help our coaches when they're new coaches achieve success. And that takes the consistency of a power hour and just helping and working closely with each other. And so that's what I hope this new group is going to do. But today I want to talk a little bit about a concept I heard. And if you watch on Facebook, Bob Heilig, you may have heard some of this information already, but I thought this was really important, and I'm going to share what I learned about this. So, there's a question that came up, and it was in this conversation. Do you generally focus on things that you have currently that you're doing, or do you focus on the things that you don't have currently in your life? Do you focus on the things that you have or things you don't have? Do you focus on what you are, the good qualities that you have, or what you lack? And how you're comparing yourself to other people, maybe people you see in your feed, maybe other coaches, maybe people who do live videos that you think rock, but you don't think yours are so great. Maybe don't think you're as charismatic or whatever. So, do you focus on the things that you have the good qualities for, or do you focus on what you don't have? So this is a concept called confirmation bias. And I thought it was very interesting. And I can say that I struggled and still sometimes struggle through this. And if I'm struggling, then maybe other people are too. Most of everything that we think about on a daily basis, those things in our mind, the things we say to ourselves, those voices that talk to us, there are things that we say to ourselves that we would never, ever say to anyone else but us. There are things that you would never say to your friend or to your children or your husband or your boyfriend or whomever that you would never say to them, but we say it to ourselves. And a lot of times, most of this happens like subconsciously to us throughout our whole day. Like they're just in our mind and we don't even really think about it anymore. It's so natural, right? So what I want to talk about is I want you to notice the times where your self-talk, your disparaging self-talk happens. Those things you would never say to anybody. So we are focused on the negative, and that manifests itself. This is so interesting and it's so true. If you really think about it, we're focused on that negative. That negative manifests itself in the negative in our life, okay? What we focus on is what we feel, and what we feel is ultimately what we get. And that's called confirmation bias. So we need to learn to work and rework our mind in a positive way. And that thing that, while we need to work on those things, that confirmation bias can help us positively, and it can work against us as well. Your mind, your mind will look for only the things that you want it to see. So if you're focused on things that you're not good at, or the qualities that you wish you had, or tough stuff, or maybe really hard stuff you dealt with in the past, and let's just say that you think that you can't change, right? Then your mind will look for only those things, and those are the things that'll pull out. So, we wonder why we can't change. We wonder why we can't move forward. Well, it's because of this thing called confirmation bias. You're confirming what you already know. I already know I'm not great at, whatever you're thinking. I already know that I can't, people aren't attracted to me. I'm not going to be able to build my team, right? Or I already know that, and we think maybe in our challengers, I can't fit into that bathing suit or lose the 10 pounds I'm trying to make, because you're already searching for what you already know is going to happen because you pull it in from around you. So this is an interesting example. So it's called the red car example. And I have a red car, so I know this is true. All of a sudden you get a red car. You're driving around. And you look around. Yeah, I have a red wall too, yes. You're driving around your red car, and all you now notice are everywhere around you are red cars. Everywhere, only red cars, not any other color, right? And that's now because there's always been red cars. We just are now noticing it because that's what our mind is seeing, because we're driving one. And so that is what confirmation bias is. We notice those things, and it plays such a huge role in our life. So you're focusing on those things you're not good enough. Your mind will find things in the world around you that will help you support that belief every time. So in this business especially, right, we look around for the things that we're struggling with, right? And that's in the things we will learn. We learn along the way. Some things, we struggle with. But I think a lot of things in our life even, just even outside of the business, we look for those things that support how we think our life is, the things that we believe. And then you notice everything around you that is an example of why you are not good enough, and why you will never be successful, and why, you won't be in the shape you want to be in, and why. Because we find stuff to support our belief every time, and that is confirmation bias. So what will happen is that will just continue to build your belief stronger and stronger and stronger in that area every time. So, and this is another example. So imagine a rope, you have a rope or a cable, and that rope is just made up of tiny little ropes. And those little teeny ropes would be easy to maybe break or bend, but as a whole, that rope can't be bent, it can't be broken. And that's what that rope does. That rope wraps itself around your ideas about who you are and what you know is true, and it keeps wrapping itself and confirming that truth for you. And it's really hard to break out of unless you know you're doing it. So we have to learn to unravel that rope, take it apart, and we have to learn to say, I may not be where I want to be, or I may need to work on an area that in my life or in my business, but I am moving in the right direction. I'm moving forward. We have to shift our mindset to go from where we were to where we want to be. You have to find things to give yourself credit for, daily wins every day, guys. The things that you're doing right. And it's important because in our business, and obviously we're doing a team call, and I want you guys to think about this in your life too. But in this business, building a business and being an entrepreneur and learning the ins and outs and helping other people achieve their own goals. I mean, it's something that not a lot of people do. You guys are like in the top, I don't even know, like maybe 1% of people who ever go out of the box, who think out of the box. So what you're doing is already hard, right? But, what we're doing, while it's hard, wow. The things that we're learning and the things that we're doing and the year, 2-year attitude of where we're going to be in this, in the big picture, that's amazing and so, so exciting. But getting there's tough. And the days are tough, and the valleys are hard. The mountaintops are awesome, but there are valleys, and they're usually every month. Every month a new month starts. We're at the beginning of our month, and then the end comes, and then we start over again, right? And that's tough. So this is why this mindset, this is why understanding what confirmation bias is and how it can work for you and against you is so important. And so right here, I'm just reading. So I want you to do something. So this is this little exercise that was given, and I think it's super important to do because the only way we can get out of this, like the red car syndrome, I see everything around me, so that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm really having a hard time with my business, and look at all these other people who are rocking it, or feel, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? But I see all of this stuff, so I'm focusing on this, and that's all I'm going to see are these negative things because that's what it brings in, then we got to bust that up. And the one way we can do that, and a lot of you guys are great at this, and I need to get better, we need to think about gratitude. Gratitude is like the gateway drug to all good things. I know it sounds like a crazy thing, gateway drug, but it's true. Gratitude is like, it opens up all these new ways of thinking about what you have, right? And what you can do every day. So, I want you guys to think about, and I really want you to do this because I'm going to do it too, okay? And we could do it now, but I'll just hold you to it. Maybe we could post it on the team page and talk about the things we're grateful for. I want you to write down 10 things that you are grateful for. And a lot of it, since we're entrepreneurs and network marketers together in our Team Beachbody business, I want you to kind of look at it also from a business perspective as well as a personal perspective. So like some things that for me that are positive and I'm grateful for my business is, I have a more positive mindset because of the community I'm a part of. Let me tell you, I really do. Look at my feed. Look at my Facebook feed 4 years ago, and you can see you can see it. I have relationships I would never have had because of this business. I read more personal development and utilize it in my life. Hi, Cutie. And utilize it in my life than I had before. Maybe it's something like you made $100. How did it help you? I mean, gosh, let's not take anything for granted, right? Maybe you made $50. Maybe you made $1,000. What things? How did that help you? What things helped you in the business? What are you grateful for? So these 10 things are things that I want you to write down. I want you to think about. And then in the morning, before you start your day, and this is kind of a little miracle morning thing. If you don't have the Miracle Morning book, you should get it, okay? You can either get the Miracle Morning or the Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. It's pretty cool. But it's a great concept by Hal Elrod, and it's a great community. But first thing in the morning, I want you to get those 10 things out, put them by your bed. I want you to read them. I want you to read them and then start your day with that great daily gratitude with what you do have. And then I promise you that gratitude, that reading that manifesto a little bit every morning will start your day in a new way, and you will be motivated. And I always say in our challenge groups that motivation really is like unicorns and fairy dust, because it's like it has to be created. Like it doesn't just happen. You don't wake up in the morning and go, yay, Shanti, max insanity 30. Yeah, woo! Tabata strength, plyo jumps. Yeah. I mean, okay, you get into it and he makes you laugh by saying, Shanti has sweat in his eye. You know what I mean? He's talking in third person. He's like, it makes me laugh, and then I'm like, I can't exercise. You can't make me laugh, dude. But anyway, the point is that we don't always start that way. So when we read these 10 things we're grateful for, that's going to be the gateway drug to mojo. Seriously, you're going to wake up and go, okay, I'm going to rock this day. I'm grateful for these things. I did these things this week, and you know what? Shut that news feed off. Get that Chrome extension. Kill the news feed. That is a real thing. Kill your news feed on your Facebook page when you're working your power hour, so you don't see all this stuff and scroll your Facebook. Just get your business done. And you're going to have so much more success during the day. So let's see. Okay, so here's something. Here's something as well. And I'm going to take Susan as an example. She wrote down today in something on our team page that said, it was on our Success Club for March board. She said, said something like, I invited 4 people today, and I'm like, at least, or something like that. That's not great. But I'm like, that's great, Susan. Yes. And now see, that's a win. You say, oh my gosh, I said I would invite 4 people every day. And you know what? I did that every day. That's a win. That's a win. I said I would invite 8 people this week. I did that. That's a win. That's a win. Do you know what I mean? Take those things and say, that rocks, I did that. And you know what? Your business is going to grow and you're going to be excited about it because you're manifesting those things that are good. And you're not thinking about, whatever things you think about, like I think about, like my friend who, hit Success Club 50. And I'm like, yeah, you rock. You know what I mean? That kind of, you know what I mean? Like I have to also step back and go, what are my wins? What are my wins? And as a leader, you're all leaders here, every one of you, you want so much for people to be successful. You can't make them do the things. You only can do what you can do and show them what to do. And it's hard when you want everybody to be successful, right? So write down 10 things you're grateful for. Maybe you already do it. Then take those things that you're grateful for, write them down on a piece of paper, put them next to your bed, read them in the morning, and start your day that way. Write down your wins. Be proud of them. Be proud of those 4 people you invited today, Susan, because big accomplishments are just, they're just small, little wins along the way. That's what big accomplishments are. They're just little wins along the way. And if we do more of that, there's nothing that can stop any one of you. And as a team, if we're doing those things, there's nothing that can stop us as a team. So that was huge for me. Confirmation bias is either working for you or against you. What you focus on is what you feel, and what you feel will determine what you think and do every time. There's always something behind our feelings, whatever that is, and it could be a positive thing and a negative thing. Now, I'm not saying you can't have feelings and you can't have days where that are tough. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying be very focused, I guess the word, or be aware. That's what I want to say. Be aware of where are you looking at all the red cars? Are you looking at all the things? Because if you do that, that's what you're going to get. You're going to pull it all in. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to look at your wins. All the little wins are going to be such big accomplishments. And I want you to be proud of yourselves. So please make that list. Track your wins. And that could be a power hour. Track that win. Do it the best you can. And create some goals. Create some goals for the next 30 days for yourself. If you know what you want to achieve in the next 30 days, and you write that down along with that at the end of that gratitude page, and you look at that, write down those 10 things, you read them, and then you say, this is my goal the next 30 days, whether that's to achieve the emerald rank. And, if you're moving your business forward, and I am talking to you guys and your team, then those are things you have to be thinking of. Helping 3 people this month, right? Looking at where you want your business to go. Q2 is coming up. And so, those that have summit recognition goals, just something to think about. You need to be in qualification for 6 weeks before summit. And you can do that. Every one of you can do that because I know you. So write down your goal. Talk to me, talk to your coach, talk to your team, talk to all of us about what that is. Let us help you. Let us hold you accountable for that. I know that Susan wants to achieve diamond. And she talked about 1-star and 2-star. So it's a team effort. And I know other in here want to move business forward too. And I'm just talking about that because it's part of what we do. All right. And the thing is about, like, if you're growing your business, it's not like, I just use Anita as an example. Look, everybody is successful when a team is successful. Everybody, not just one person. Anita shared on her team page, and let me just preface this, guys. If you are not in the Inspire Empire and you want to be added to that group, we would be more than happy to add you. Just let us know because it's a big group. There's like 3,000 coaches in it. So I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, but I would love, if you want to be in it and you aren't in it, I'd love to introduce you guys in a post so that people know who you are. But I want you to be in it because it's great. But Anita shared the other day, she, her story, she lost two babies, and within, let's see, she was 18, 20 months, 24 months. Is that right? Probably. I mean, one from a cord accident, and the next one is undetermined. Two boys. Okay. So very tragic. I mean, she held it together. She's back. She's doing great. She's back in the team, and she's really communicating with us. But and so it was so sad. But check it out. She's adopting a little boy, and it was totally God's timing, and it was amazing. But here's what she shared: because of her diamond bonus, and I'm one of her personally sponsored diamond. I'm one of her coaches, so I'm a diamond. She has 10 of them. Well, the ones that are diamonds. Her diamond bonus, guys, this month was $20,000. That's great, and that's what can happen, guys. I'm just letting you know that your diamond bonuses are big and they're life-changing. But she is able to pay, and I want to get really emotional right now because I have two babies who were adopted. She's able to. That is the exact amount that she needed for that adoption. For her this boy that's waiting for her. And I mean, that's what this business does, guys. It's like, it's not one person who, is the big, like in some network marketing companies, sometimes it's hard for the entire community to be successful, but that is not the case with this company. Elizabeth could bypass me, and she could go and she could build a larger team than I, but she's still successful, and we're all still successful. There's no limits. There's no glass ceilings. There's none of that. And I love the compensation plan for that. And I love the way that Team Beachbody has built this company. So for me, when Anita shared that, and because of her diamond bonus, I wasn't like, oh, well, I'm her diamond. I helped her do that. It's not how I just felt proud. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to be able to do this adoption with exactly what she needed. And it came to her this month. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just so cool. And that's what's cool about this, is that this business can be a vehicle for whatever you want it to be. I know that we have coaches in here that make great money with, their income. And so money is not necessarily the motivation, but it could be freedom of time. It could be freedom of travel. It could be a is it philanthropy? Is that a word I want to say? It could be something that you want to do for a charity. It could be something you want to create. It could be, whatever that is. That is, this company is a vehicle for that. And along the way, you're also getting healthy and fit and helping others do the same. It's just such a great business. And if you've talked to me about being over at the West Coast for the NAC New Leaders Conference, you know how much I came back going, wow, even more. I love this company, even more. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I want you to look at yourself and make sure that things you're saying to yourself are biased in a positive way, that are going to pull in those things that are going to set you on a successful journey in your own personal life and your business. And I don't want you to pull in the red cars and only focus on those and the pretty pictures of other coaches and what they're posting. We can teach you all that. I want you to launch your business, and I want you to be excited. And I want you to start March out rocking it. It's going to be an exciting month. So many people to help. And I'm just excited, as you can tell today. So one note, if you're not on the Beachbody Champions page, Beachbody Champions, you need to go be on that page. It's a big Beachbody group. It's a training portal for a lot of things. Right now, this doesn't replace the new coach business launch that we're going to do, but there is something, if you have time to watch it. It's a coach basics class they're doing within the group. It's just their live feeds, and man, it is so informational, just for your knowledge. Not something you have to go and implement necessarily, but man, so good. Danielle Natoni, who is Fit and Funky, she's on, you can go find her. She did a great training today on why All Access and the challenge pack that All Access is so good. And it made so much sense. I won't try to talk about it because it's time to wrap up. But I want you to go listen to it because she talks about it being, you know, the Netflix of we call it the Netflix of fitness, but even more than that, she kind of takes that, but even dives deeper. And the fact that Netflix has like 82 million like subscribers, and like maybe only like 9 or 8% ever cancel because it only has what Netflix has and no one else has it. That's kind of what we have with Beachbody On Demand and the amazingness that it is. So go watch it. Go to Beachbody Champions. Check out those live feeds and take a little bit this weekend and watch 1 or 2 along the way when you have an extra 20, 25, 30 minutes. You will not regret learning that. All right, guys. Well, I don't think I have anything else. The group I plan on starting on the weekend, just with some introductions. I'm going to ask you guys to do a video of why you coach and what your goals are and your little bit of your why. And I think videos are good because we need to practice them and do more of them because Facebook loves. This is in a group, so you don't have to worry about going live on your Facebook page. But videos are kind of the way that Facebook is going. So kind of need to get comfortable out of our comfort zone and do some of this. All right, let me take off really quick because I don't want you guys to think I'm just taking all of the, how do I unmute everybody? I'm going to unmute and see if you guys have any questions about anything that you're struggling or dealing with. And then if it's a struggle, why can't I unmute? Okay. If it's a struggle, something you had to take longer, we can talk about it on the side too and give you advice. But how are you guys doing? Any questions? Anything you are thinking or feeling? Red cars. Feel it. Red walls. Red walls. When Leo and I moved into this house, we thought red. And we'll have people over and spend our red room. We'll have drinks and we'll have parties. Yeah, kids and
how's that going?
I want to have a party with you guys at some point, but no parties.
No, that was a good talk, Mona. I was in that frame of mind. Yes, maybe like the past 3 days. Today I'm out of it today, but yeah, I get that way a lot. I've been that way a lot, but you're right. It's good to write down what you're grateful for and focus on those positive things. You really do have to train your mind that way. It's easy to fall. It's easy to backslide for me. So those are good suggestions.
Good. Well, let's do that. Let's all write them down. Let's make a pact because I think that reading those in the morning, with the other things you do in the morning, you might have a ritual, jumping out of bed and going, okay, let me read this first to remind myself.
Yeah, for sure.
So that it's easy to, and I know, and I'm definitely not trying to gloss over, anxiety and depression, because those are real things. And I'm not trying to say that, I'm not saying this is a cure for a lot of things, but I'm saying that this is a start to know that what you guys are doing in your business and your daily behaviors and things you do are important, and just not to get stuck in the rut, but to remind yourself what you do every day so well in your challenge groups, with your kids, with your friends, with your coworkers. Those are good things. Just remind yourself.
Thanks.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Susan.
Thanks.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, have you talked about the stuff? Have you talked about did they talk about the new stuff that's coming out this year? Programs, or how they're changing websites, or what?
No, I do know. The only thing I know, they told us. No, I don't know the new programs yet. But I do know that they're going to change the teambeachbody.com page so it's mobile. So it's not like, so you have to.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay.
So they're going to be doing that. But other than programs, I know there'll be 3 new programs released this year. They are, I have heard rumor of like a vegan vanilla. I don't know, but it's not happened yet. Didn't see any of that. There weren't any real announcements like that at NLC.
Yeah.
You may know things I don't know. I heard, I hear the UK is going to open up huge. So if you have any contacts in England area, let me know. UK. It's pretty big. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, guys. All right. So attract what you put out, guys. It's real. All right, love ya. Let's take a quick picture. I know some people, Megan and Jessica, are on video, not a video, so I'll attach your pictures for sure. So I'm just gonna get ready. Look, I got Our Lady of Perpetual Help behind me.
I'm in dark.
Wow, Mary. Okay. Hi, Megan.
No,
All right,
I'm in
ready?
the dark.
No, you're not. You're okay. I can highlight you. You got more. Ah, there you go. That's better. Anyway.
That's
All right. There's Jess. Oh, right. So pretty. I don't have to put anybody's pictures up.
I want to put mine up. I look
All
like
right,
crap.
guys.
It's very dark.
Ready?
But
Now, yeah, but you look so pretty. Like you're
Yeah, Jess.
I did my makeup
What?
today.
cool.
I had a coaching event, so I put on makeup.
Yeah, it was so
Woo!
good. Congratulations, by the way. Isn't that so good? Well, it works for you. The grunge dark works for you, girl. All right, let's do the position. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys look gorgeous. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.